Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm hopping into yet another Ed Sheeran album. Today I'm looking at Multiply, which was released in 2014. I know that there's a 10th anniversary edition of the album that was released, but I wasn't completely sure if I wanted to review that or not. I just figured I'd at least hit on the original album first before I do anything else, if I do decide to do anything else. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into it. This is his second studio album that was released on June 20th, 2014. The standard edition has a runtime of about 50 minutes. For sure, there's a few different deluxe editions out there, as well as now a 10th anniversary edition that all have varying lengths. The album also has 5 singles. They are Sing, Don't, Thinking Out Loud, Bloodstream, and Photograph. I feel this is my favorite album out of his discography. For sure, I started listening to him in 2011 when he started to get well known for songs like The A-Team, Drunk, Lego House, Give Me Love, and so on. As much as I love Plus, being the first album of his I ever listened to, I feel this makes Ed himself, especially with more tracks that are this singer-songwriter style. I feel there's so many tracks I do love coming off of Multiply. Now, let's go ahead and hop into some of the tracks. We start the album off with One. I feel it's a decent track to start the album off with. I love the acoustic feel of the track alongside his vocals. Lyrically, I find the track is about finding the one who's right for you. No matter what happens in life, you have to try and go after the one you love and try to keep them there with you. This track was written about a previous girlfriend of his. This is the only track on this album that refers to that relationship, while the rest are essentially about moving on and those experiences since then he had. I'm a Mess is the next track. It's definitely become one of my favorites of his. I love how the track sounds as a whole. Lyrically, the track is about not being a perfect person and making some mistakes in a relationship that hurts your significant other. Sing is the following track. I really wasn't the biggest fan of this track upon release, mainly because I felt it was just so overplayed. But coming back to this track, I just feel it's a fun track. The track is produced and features uncredited vocals from Pharrell Williams. Lyrically, I feel the track is about going out and just having a fun time. Don't is the next track. I still don't mind this track. I love the style of the track as well. Lyrically, I feel the track essentially talks about meeting someone and they're just trying to use you for sex instead of a relationship. Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. Wrong song, and you also said the wrong lyrics, even though you have a copy of the scripts literally sitting right here, so I know everyone in the comments watching this video is gonna make fun of you for that now. Well, my mistake. Things happen. Sometimes you misread stuff or just forget things. How about this? I'm out of luck, out of love, got a photograph, picture of. That's still the wrong song. Yeah, you're right. It just sucks knowing that there are multiple songs out there by various artists that have the same name, but are like totally different songs. It's just a very weird thing, I guess. So, anyways, Photograph has always been another favorite of mine. It definitely has been a sadder song, and I feel a lot of us can relate to it in some shape or form with all the people who have come and gone in our lives. Lyrically, the track is about how these photographs help preserve love and memories of a given moment in time. When you look at that picture, it takes you back to that given moment in time when everything seemed to be alright and, just felt great. And yeah, kind of speaking of it, I just kind of look back at some of the videos I've done here over the years, and I'm like, just looking at some of them, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember doing this. I remember, that. And, I could essentially go all day with that. And even with, pictures from when I was younger, and along with like friends and all that. I never minded Bloodstream. I love the overall sound of the track and feel like the production is decent here. I also enjoyed his vocals. Lyrically, I feel the track is about having feelings towards someone and wanting to have them. Thinking Out Loud is another favorite. I love this track. It just feels like it shows how important other people are. Overall, I loved his vocals on the track. Lyrically, I feel it's about making the most out of everything in a relationship, and you will try your best to remember everything as well as trying to do everything you can as you guys get older. There's someone special in your life who you would like to spend the rest of it with. A Fire Love finishes off the album. I feel it's a great but sad track to finish off the album. I'll get to it in a moment, but looking at the lyrics more closely, it is a sad track. Overall, I love the sound and style of the track. I felt the production was decent, as well as his vocals. The track was written about his grandfather, who suffered from Alzheimer's disease. He passed away in December 2013. The track was started a few weeks before he had passed and was finished at the funeral. I haven't experienced this myself, with more particular with like anyone in my family or anyone I know having Alzheimer's, but this is definitely sad, knowing that it is hard for someone who is suffering, not being able to recognize others, as well as all the other symptoms that come along with it. The verses on the track talk about what it was like growing up to essentially what the funeral was like, and even afterwards. My favorite tracks are I'm a Mess, Sing, Don't, Photograph, Bloodstream, Thinking Out Loud, and A Fire Love. Today, I'll be giving this a 4.5 out of 5. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. As usual, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Next week, I'll be looking at Naive by Andy Grammer on Friday, and on Saturday, I'll be looking at X by Chris Brown.